Well, hello and how are you? Hey, friends, welcome to the Shen Show. I am your host, Shenandoah Briscoe, coming to you from right here in where else but St. Charles, Missouri. Hey, today's Tuesday, August the 25th, 2020. Got a happy birthday shout out going out to Terry Mays, Brian Jones, Kay McCluskey, and Flor Gatchalian Dulany. So, without further ado, here is a birthday song for the four of you. I said, whoa, hey, wait a minute now. I said, hey, Brian, hey, Kay, Aunt Terry, whoa, and Flor, you know I heard it's your birthday today. So happy birthday, I must say. You're 1 more year older today, so happy birthday to you, I say. You know what? Y'all took another trip around the sun, so that means there's another round of fun. I said, hey, Brian, hey, Terry. Hey Kay and Flor, I heard it's your birthday today. So happy birthday, I'ma say. You're 1 more year older today. So happy birthday to you, I say. And many more. You cha 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 cha. All right, Facebook folks, shout outs. I've got some Pokey Pals on Facebook, and those Pokey Pals just so happen to be, let's see, a little Miss Dana Jennings, a little Miss Ariana Cook, and a little Miss Amanda Sue Little. So, there you go. Happy Facebook Poke Day. Thank you for poking me. You made my day. Poking you back right here, right now. Of course, I'll probably poke you back later on Facebook too. All right, here we go. I got some also shout outs. These are shout outs to the friends that like this show, and there's the ones that gives the thumbs up day in, day out, and they're always about. I love it. Let's see, we got Jamie O'Driscoll, Tina Cleeschulte, Ashbrook, Lynette Breckensick Stewart, Leonie Pedreza Fernandez, Martin Kelly, Mindy Mackenberg, Mary Jalbuena, Sherry Briscoe, and Steve Clary. These are the folks that throw up that thumbs up almost every day. I did not mean to use that term throw up because, well, I know this show can get monotonous and it might make you a little sick, but you never can tell what you might run into. Because today we're not going to be doing a whole lot of singing, that's for sure. Yesterday we cut it short big time because, well, I didn't get involved in it till way late in the day on account of the my bed. I just received a new bed and it's not got all the rails that it needs to have, and so therefore of course they delivered on Friday, so nothing can be done with it until like Monday. Then you can make requests for stuff to be done with it. And me and my roommate have not, and it's a brand new roommate, and I feel real sorry for him because, well, I'm keeping him up every night. I mean, it's driving me nuts because I hate he works. He's got a full-time job, works for the school district, and so I I just can't do it. I mean, I can't keep waking him up every night. It's gonna mess up his job. That'll mess him up. That'll mess up his plans. And so anyway, I'm hoping that I'll be getting some sleep. You know what I'm saying? Went to Walmart, and I'll tell you all about that in just a few minutes. But first off, let's do the local weather for the St. Charles viewing area. And that would be brought to you today by Bent and Baked. Yes, Bent and Baked is a jewelry store right there on Facebook. Well, it's not really just jewelry store. I mean, they've got all kinds of handcrafted designs and materials. I believe they even sell artwork. Well, each and every piece of jewelry that they make is handcrafted, so therefore it is a piece of artwork itself. But I know that the artiste who is doing the jewelry, Cindy Kane, is quite the artist, and she does other types of art also. So she might have some of that included in her Facebook page, which is Bent and Baked, all one word, BentandBaked, Bent and Baked. So, hey, go peruse around over there and take a look see. If you got something special in mind that you'd like for her to make for you, throw her a design or a drawing or something of that nature, and she should be able to put something out for you. And well, if you've got a special occasion coming up and you're looking for something for your dear loved one, hey, there's the way to go. Something that they can't get anywhere else and nobody else will ever have one just like it. So that's what you do right there. You can go to Bent and Baked uh, at Facebook. And I think they probably got a bentandbaked.com, I'm sure. But I haven't never went there yet, so I'm not going to swear to that. Either how, they also do shows, craft shows, and stuff like that, um, jewelry shows, and women's group shows, and stuff like that. So, anyway, they're not that they're pretty popular. So just remember that's Mint and Baked on Facebook. Okay, local weather. The local weather. A little bit of muscle spasm. A little bit of muscle spasm in my life. A little bit of spasm going. Uh, Take my advice. Try a little back then, maybe twice. I've tried it. It doesn't work. They get better and better, but I tell you what, when you take your 3 o'clock meds, like I take my 3 o'clock meds, you hold this bottle up to your mouth and you stick it in your mouth. Well, sometimes, especially with me being toothless now, some of the pills miss. And well, one of my pills missed and it's sitting on the floor. Now, it's one of my muscle relaxers. It's not no, well, I don't know if it's a super duper one, but it's laying on the floor and it ain't doing me a doggone bit of good. But anyway, let's get on around to the local weather forecast for the St. Charles viewing area. And what it says is tonight, mostly clear skies. Lows around 71 degrees Fahrenheit with winds light and variable. And then tomorrow, August the 26th, sunny along with a few afternoon clouds. A stray shower or thunderstorm is quite possible because Laura is working her way up this way. Highs around 93 degrees Fahrenheit and winds south at 5 to 10 miles per hour. Now, Wednesday night, partly to mostly cloudy. A stray shower or thunderstorm is possible with lows around 75 degrees Fahrenheit, with winds south to southwest at 5 to 10 miles per hour. Scattered thunderstorms all throughout the day. On Thursday, August 27th, variable clouds with scattered thunderstorms, highs around 91 degrees Fahrenheit, with winds southwest at 5 to 10 miles per hour. Chances of rain 40%. Overcast skies overnight with 75-degree temperature and winds south at the southeast at 5 to 10 miles per hour. Now we're going to have some PM thunderstorms on Friday, August the 28th. It's going to be cloudy in the morning with scattered thunderstorms developing later on in the day. Highs around 88 degrees Fahrenheit and winds south to southeast at 10 to 15 miles per hour. Chances of rain 50%. Didn't want to slight anybody named Laura. That's the tropical storm, hurricane, whichever part of the ocean it happens to be in, it changes names, but whatever. It's coming up the west coast, or no, the south coast, through up there through the Gulf of Mexico again. Anyway, partly cloudy overnight. For again, we're still on Friday, August the 28th. Partly cloudy, lows and 71 degrees Fahrenheit with winds north to northwest at 5 to 10 miles per hour. And then sunshine and clouds mixed together with highs around 84 degrees for Saturday, August the 29th. North to northwest winds at 5 to 15 miles per hour. And a few clouds overnight with lows around 61 degrees Fahrenheit, and winds are going to be light and variable, coming directly out of the north at 5 miles per hour. And then for Sunday, our final day for the 5-day forecast. Intervals of clouds and sunshine. Highs at 83 degrees. Winds east to south, or east at 5 to 10 miles per hour. And then partly cloudy skies overnight, around 65 degrees Fahrenheit, and winds southeast at 10 miles per hour. It's a Sunday, August the 30th, which means I get to go the following morning to get my teeth yanked, the rest of them. That's right. That's right. Get them teeth out of there so I can work on some dentures. They're going to give me a couple of fakes, falsies, the regular kind of dentures. The plate kind. They're going to give me a couple of them, and I'm going to be working with them for a little while. I just got to figure out how to. I think I'm going to be using the squeezy stuff, the gel paste, but I'm not sure. Um, Different people believe in different things, and well, the deal is um, I want to get permanent dentures, but they say something about having to pop them out and clean them too. So yeah, I never can tell. That's what I got to say about that. You never can tell. All right. Did I say no songs? Well, we're going to do one song. Wally World, Wally World, where in the world can you go but Wally World? So, anywho, I go to Wally World and I'm over there and I've got my COVID mask on. Well, apparently, when I put my COVID mask on, some of the hair fell out of my head and got inside the mask. So now I'm over here in aisle 45,300 because it is a superstore. No, I'm over here in the shaving department in the not the shaving department, but the health and beauty section of the store with by the razors, looking at an electric razor. And look, I mean, I get this hair that has now come off the inside of the mask and is now on my tongue. And it's working its way down my throat, and I'm sitting there choking and trying to get this thing off of me, and then I look up and look, there's a security camera and it's flashing its little red lights. Security cam, security cam. And my roommate is in my backpack, going in and out of my backpack. So it looks like we're just loading up half the store in and out of my backpack. But he's going in there to get my utensil tray because there's some paper towels in there that he can wipe my tongue off with to catch this stupid hair. And anyway, I'm looking at the stupid camera and I'm like, hey, yeah, my name's Shenandoah Briscoe. I reside here in St. Charles. I gave him my address. And so if you want to contact me, here's my phone number. I'm not stealing anything. I'm choking to death because you made me wear this stupid mask and I got a hair stuck in my throat. So anyway, that being said, that was one of the little trips to Walmart. It was so fun. And of course, it was right after I had talked to one of my old caregivers. I didn't mean to say old. She's not old. She's just a bygone caregiver. She doesn't work with me anymore. She found a more uh, uh, financially compensating job with more benefits and what are the words I'm looking for? There are words. Um, pleasing people to work with because I'm just a crank. I'm just the worst off there is. But anyway, I'm talking to her mother-in-law who met me. Apparently, she remembered me from my caregiver's wedding because, well, I went to her wedding. That's how mean I was and how horrible I was as a client. She invited me to her wedding. I knew her kids and all that stuff. So anyway, we talked for a while and it was like, "Are you okay?" And I'm like, "Oh yeah, I'm fine. I'm never better. I never complain about anything." And then I go around the corner and that hair get stuck in my throat, and I doggone near choked to death on a stupid hair. So anyway, that's my Walmart story. That's not the only story. Walmart, I'm gonna have come in there and I'm gonna yell at you people. I'm gonna talk to your managers. I used to work at Walmart, and I was in whatchamacallit, the maintenance department, and so I was a floor shiner mostly. That was what I'd done, was the floors, because, well, I'd had naval training, and we swabby the decks. That's why they call us swabbies. Anyway, we swabbed our decks a lot. So anyway, in the Navy, I learned how to do floors, and they found that on my record, and they said, well, hey, we're gonna take you out of the garage because we can't afford to pay you with what the garage mechanics are making now, but we can't afford to keep you at exactly the salary you are if we put you inside and under maintenance. And I said, well, okay, I'll give that a shot. So anyway, they put me inside, and I got to section off places that I could do my cleaning and stuff like that. Well, now then, up to today, they don't have um, they didn't have at that point in time, as seen on TV. Well, they've got that now. And they've got as seen on TV aisle. But of course, there's an end cap, which is between two register lines, which means you have to move people out of your way. And with the six foot distance of COVID, you're like right in between these two people, so you're in their 3 foot gap. And you're like, I got 3 feet on each side. I guess I'm good. And so anyway, then you're looking through that section. Now, the rest of the section of there, as seen on TV, is going right down aisle 10, the checkout lane. So after I've looked through the first section of it, I am sitting backwards in aisle 10, facing the wrong direction, because every time somebody comes up, I'm like, I want to warn you, I am shopping down this aisle. I'm going to the as seen on TV part of the store here. So, if you don't have much, you don't want to go here, and you don't want to be behind me because I'm shopping. I'm not checking out. Uh, And so I did forget an item in the rest of the store because I wanted to check out the um I wanted to check out the as seen on TV stuff. So anyway, after I'm backing down this aisle, the lady that comes up behind me, or well, in front of me, she's standing there and she's got a watermelon. And I'm like, look, I'm shopping down this aisle, but if you would like to, just because you've got the watermelon, I could let you in behind me or in front of me, whichever the case would be, if I were turned around facing the right direction. And she was like, no, I'll find another aisle. And then this other guy came up and he had a whole basket full of stuff. And he's like, I'm okay with it. Don't you worry. You take your time. So he was behind me, and I hope he was explaining to people behind him, because I spun around and was trying to do as much shopping as I could as I worked my way through the line, because the items that I wanted, one of those knee pillow things, I bought two of those, and then one of those wedges that they show you, you're resting your wedges so that your legs are up high and they keep your feet at an angle, or whatever. They keep the back of your legs at an angle so you don't have as much difficulty. By the way, the picture of those on the box is laying on a couch, so they're not quite as wide as you think they are. But that's okay, it was wide enough to do the job. Anyhow, um, they're in a small box, but the picture shows you what it is, because you got to blow it up when you get home. Now they give you a pump to do it with, so you're okay there. But anyway, so I bought my goodies from the as seen on TV aisle, and then I checked out completely and was on my way on out the door. Security did not stop me, and apparently it was because I was looking right at them saying, hey, we're not stealing stuff. I'm just trying to keep from choking to death. And I don't know if they've got video camera on that or, I mean, audio on that camera or not, but it was explaining what I was doing. Yeah, the thing I forgot was a hairbrush because my hairbrush, the little balls are coming off of it, and it hurts when I mean, my head's pretty tough, but and it's itching most of the time. So sometimes I wouldn't mind that thing just scrubbing in there. But those plastic points on those hairbrushes are like killer. You know what I'm saying? I know you girls know, and I don't know if you guys do hairbrushes or not, but I sure do. And well, I'm growing my hair back out. Like if you remember the 80s, and if any of you remember seeing me in the 80s, well, I'm going back to that style. I don't know. It's just 'cause maybe I feel like I look younger. Probably younger. Anyway, all these muscle spasms, they're a good thing. It's a godsend because I am regaining my feeling in my body, throughout my body, under my legs, and stuff like that. But there's some bad things about that. I mean, along with the good comes the bad. I'm regaining my feeling, and which is a good thing, but at the same time, I'm feeling pain, and I'm feeling wrinkles, and I'm feeling, oh, it's driving my daytime caregivers nuts because it's like he's always too picky. Well, the reason I'm so picky now is because I can feel every wrinkle under my hindside and it's just driving me nuts. And whatever it is, I got to figure this out because maybe it's not sleeping real well at night, but I'm not losing weight. My muscle spasms are just ridiculous. And I, I was taking, I used to take potassium. I'm going to have to reread again. But my nurse that comes out, visiting nurse from the VA, he told me that potassium increases muscle spasms, and so therefore, now I'm taking magnesium. Oh, and I tried the TheraWorks again. Last time I tried it, it didn't really do me any good, so I've tried it again, and so far, it's not really doing me any good. And it's like basically rubbing magnesium directly into the muscle. Uh, and I can't use icy hot or anything like that because once it gets hot, I'm in trouble because I can't get it off. You start to wipe on it and it goes deeper in your skin because it's an oil-based type thing and it goes deeper in because you're rubbing it with water or something. I can try baby wipes to wipe it off with, but it still wants to run into the skin deeper and well, it gets hotter. So that's the deal with the hot stuff. Anyway, you know what? I asked Kayla to jump on in today and watch the show. So I'm giving you a shout out too, Kayla. Tell your mother-in-law I said, hey. And because I told her about the show. And so therefore, I figured that she would enjoy the show. Uh, I don't know. I don't know. My bad personality, I'm not very all great at talking in front of people or to people or to this video, but you know how that goes. I can break out of my shell occasionally and be somewhat talkative. But anyway, that all being said, to make a long story short, ha, ha, ha. I don't know how to do it. I'm sorry, but I do not know how to make a long story short because it's already too late. It's already long. And I don't even know how to tell a long story because I keep going off on different sidetracks. You ever heard of the terminology ADHD? Well, that's what they have these days. And I don't know if I am ADHD, but I sure couldn't do anything in school as far as concentrate because, well, it was the stuff was fairly easy. Um, I just sat in school and listened to my teachers. I sat in school, listened to my teachers, and when it came to homework, homework was done sort of like this. If there was time to get it done after my lunch, in my lunch period, then it got done. But if not, I wasn't bringing it home. There was no homework, quote, quote, homework, because I didn't bring anything home with me. I got it done in lunch. So they always say that homework is a large portion of your grade, which apparently it is. So I suggest doing your homework. If I'd have known now what I knew back then when I was in school, I would have done the best I could to bring up the best grades I could get. My brat done that. She's got all kinds of good grades. So anyway, that's a plus. But anywho, well, where was I? Oh, yeah, by the way, on the homework, um, I didn't do homework, and so I made C's and D's, which were passing grades, and that's all I really cared to do was make a passing grade. Had I had knuckled down and done my homework and turned it in, then I would have been okay. And you guys notice that I do make up songs a lot. Well, I had this one English teacher who was also my drama teacher, and she would allow me to write songs so that I could, for my oral reports, I would just bring my guitar in and I'd sing a song. Now, I wasn't the best guitar player at all, but I knew some blues chords, and so I'd sing blues because, well, we had at one point in time studied Julius Caesar. And well, I wrote the Julius Caesar blues. I said, I just been stabbed. Oh, and it hurts so bad. Oh, I just been stabbed, and it hurts so bad. Oh, I just been stabbed on the Ides of March. Beware, beware of the Ides of March. Right in the middle of the month. Beware the Ides of March. Right in the middle of the month, because you'll have your best friend stab you right in the back. You say, et tu, Brute, you went and ruined my day. Et tu, Brute, you went and ruined my day. Oh, I just been stabbed. I got the Julius Caesar blues. Oh, well, I just been stabbed 32 times. Oh, I just been stabbed 32 times. Yeah, I just been stabbed 32 times and it ruined my day. And there you go. That was pretty much the way the song went. So, any of y'all got kids out there that's studying Julius Caesar? Well, that's the death scene right there. He was killed by 32 different congressmen peoples. He was the king. And Brutus was one of them. And Brutus was one of his good friends. But if he wouldn't have stabbed him, then the rest of the guys wouldn't have liked Brutus no more. And well, he wanted to fit in with the group. Folks, that's accessory to murder. Actually, it could have brought them all up on murder charges, but nobody copped to it. They all kept their mouths a hush. Anyway, that being said, you know what? It's story time for the kids. So bring all the kids around the old television, and so that we can take a look-see at what we're going to read today. All right? All right. Hey, Ashley, where are Willow and Oliver? Hey, kids, it's story time. Story time. We're going to do the stories. That's what we're going to do. We're going to do the stories. The stories for me and you. Ba 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 da boo. Ba boom ba doo. What's that? Ooh, that's Noah. Noah built me an ark, Noah. That's another whole story. I'm going to go back one page, make sure I read all the ones on that page. Oh, there's my dream. My dream tool is up there in the works line. They always advertise on Facebook. They always advertise on Facebook, and well, um, the other story. I mean, they advertise on Facebook, and well, they've got something out there that I think would work for me, for what I've been wanting to do for years and years and years. Even though I hate the cold and do not want to go out in the cold, I would bundle up to go out and shovel driveways. And the works, they have this a blade attachment that will hook up to um, a wheelbarrow. And here's the deal. I want that to hook up to my power chair here, my wheelchair, so that I can go out and plow my driveway, sidewalk first, because it's right out the door that I go out. Hit the door button, go out the door, start plowing right then and right there. But the thing's not cheap. It's $91. So, whoosh, yeah. And well, if it doesn't work out for me, uh, and I lost a good friend of mine. Uh, I guess it was Sunday. I just found out about it today. Somebody that would possibly be able to figure out a way to mount it to my chair. I wasn't expecting that information I got this morning, but hey, these things happen. Anyway, the three wise men. Let's do that one. Okay? Okay, kids, are you ready? Or are you already bored to death and you don't really want to hear Grandpa read? Well, here we go anyway. This is the story of the three wise men. Far away in the east, three wise kings, had seen the beautiful star shining brightly over Bethlehem. King Gaspar, King Malachar, and King Balthazar knew that it was the sign from God. Well, they decided to follow it. They traveled to Jerusalem to find the child who would become the King of the Jews. All of them wanted to honor him. And so, whoa. And so, when King Herod heard about this, he was afraid that he would lose his kingdom. So he told the wise men, "Tell me when you find this child so that I can honor him too." They kept on following the bright star, which finally stopped on Bethlehem. The three wise men, were overjoyed to see that they had finally reached their destination. They entered the house and saw the little child. Actually, it wasn't a house. It was more of a manger in the back of the house because there was no room in the house. But that's not diagnosed here in the story. Anyway, they entered into the manger, and they saw the little child with Mary. Knowing that Jesus was the Son of God, they all knelt down in front of him. They have come with a lot of valuable gifts from their land. They opened the treasure chest and offered him precious gold, frankincense, and myrrh. When they left from the house that night, they did not go back to King Herod. They were warned in their dreams not to do this, so they traveled back to their home by a different road. One night, yet again, Joseph saw an angel in his dream. The angel warned him, "Hurry to Egypt and save the child. Herod wants to kill the child, and the Lord needs to be saved." That very night, Mary and Joseph, along with Jesus, left for Egypt. When King Herod died, an angel came to Joseph's dream and said, "It is now safe to go back to Bethlehem with Jesus." Soon they shifted back to Bethlehem, and that was the place where the Lord Jesus grew up. And so there you have it. That was the story of the three wise men who came to visit Jesus. And when they were sleeping and got their messages, that was what happened there was that they had gotten messages from angels sent down to tell them, "Hey, don't go back because Herod is a meanie." Yes, sir, he is. Okay, So that was the three wise men. A woman gets healed. Oh, is this? Are you guys ready for another one? Let me see what time it is. Oh my goodness. I've been doing this for quite a while right now. So I better cut this one down and do um, the Daily Bread portion of the program because it's sponsored by the other video I do. And so I better get to that without further ado. The other video that I do is the Bible with Briscoe 2020. Yes, the Bible with Briscoe 2020 is a daily reading of the Bible, which is to be completed within 1 year. Today's reading of the Bible with Briscoe will be Psalm 119, 1 through 88, and 1 Corinthians 7, 20 through 40. So don't forget to catch the Bible with Briscoe 2020 on YouTube, Facebook, or theater near you. No, no theaters. All right. Anyway, the Daily Bread portion of the program, today's Daily Bread devotion is called Wonderful Reward. And where are you going to get that? Well, I know where I'm going to get my wonderful reward. Let's see if Psalms 119, 17 through 24 has anything to do with it. We'll just see, okay? It's going to be a little redundant read for me because, well, I'm going to be doing Psalms 119, 1 through 88 here shortly. So, anyway, here we go. Psalms 119, 17 through 14. Be good to your servant while I live. Let's start that over. Be good to your servant while I live, that I may obey your word. Open my eyes that I may see wonderful things in your law. I am a stranger on earth, and do not hide your commands from me. My soul is consumed with longing for your laws at all times. You rebuke the arrogant accused, who are accursed, those who stray from your commands, and remove from me their scorn and contempt. I keep your statutes through rules set together and slander me. Though rules set together and rulers. Boy, I tell you what, by the time you get done me reading this, you ain't going to want to tune into the Bible with Briscoe, are you? But hey, I'm going to give it another shot. Remove from me their scorn and contempt, for I keep your statutes. Though rulers sit together and slander me, your servant will meditate on your decrees. Your statutes are my delight. They are my counselors. And so there you have it. That was Psalms 119, 17 through 24. And that concludes the Daily Bread portion of the program, brought to you by the Bible with Briscoe 2020. Yes, the Bible with Briscoe 2020 is a daily reading of the Bible to be completed within 1 year. Today we are on day 238. So that would be the day for us to read, and we'll get back to that shortly on our next B-blog. Thank you, friends, for joining in today. This here has been Shenandoah Briscoe, your host of the Shen Show, and I've got one more song to sing, or a song to sing for you, and that would be, oh, well, goodbye, my friends, it's time to go. I said goodbye, my friends, it's time to go. I hate to leave you, but I really must go. So goodbye, my friends, goodbye. This here's Ben Shenandoah Briscoe saying hello and how are you? Thanks for tuning in to the Shen Show, and as always, God loves you and so do I, so be blessed and come back and see me tomorrow because, well, hey, I'll be here and I hope that you are